I would like to apologize for all the shifting frame rates. It's just been a while since I recorded anything, and OBS is being extra buggy because of that. So, I would like to apologize. This video is also just me experimenting with OBS settings, trying to get everything together. So you just spawned in, and you may be wondering, what the hell do I do in this game? Well, fear not, for Jesus Christ, I'm really getting into character for this. That was actually good, what the hell? Fear not, because frickin' I'm here to help. Oh god no. Anyways, yeah, this is just a beginner's tutorial to Arcane Lineage. Basically, everything you need to know to get started in Arcane Lineage. It's a pretty easy game to get into once you actually understand what you're supposed to do. Like, how you get skills, how to level up, etc, etc. Because they don't fully explain everything immediately, right? So, you know, that's content creators are here to help. Anyways, the first thing you gotta do when you first get in is talk to this guy. This guy, basically he will give you some simple things, like what am I supposed to do here, how do I get stronger, etc, etc. But what we are going to focus on right now is can you help me out? Basically, doing this will give you a quest that's just go kill 3 slimes. Once you kill 3 slimes, return to him and he will give you money, gold, and a skill you can use in battle, which is so helpful. But anyway, in this tutorial we're going to focus on a few things. Number 1, the combat system. Number 2, how to get weapons. And number 3, how to get your class. Now, keep in mind, this is the class chart. This class chart will help you determine what class you want to go for, what skills, etc, etc. And each class is based on a different weapon. So if you want to go for monk, you gotta start off with fist. If you want to go whatever this one was called, you gotta go freaking trident, slayer, whatever. You get the point. We're not gonna focus on how to go for super classes or ultra classes yet, because ultra classes aren't even in the game. Like, they're gonna be added in the future. So anyways, let's get to killing those 3 slimes. So basically, he'll just tell you, go out and kill 3 slimes. Now, before I go out, I actually do want to have full health, because, like, if you are just really unlucky and the opponent just decides to dodge all of your attacks, you may be in a tricky situation if you can't dodge everything. So you see this dapper guy with the hat right here? He is your faithful medic. Talk to him, he will heal you for completely free, unless you're in a difficulty. Basically, if you change the difficulty of your character, it'll suddenly cost money. So keep that in mind if you select difficulty later on in future lives. As to how to encounter battles, basically, you see battles over there happening, etc, etc. You can't just walk up to an enemy and get into a fight. You just have to walk around in a wild area. I call these areas wild areas and towns safe areas. So in safe areas you cannot encounter any monsters, but in wilderness areas you can encounter monsters from a pool. And the pool changes depending on your level. So at level 5 you'll probably fight a single slime or a thief, but once you reach level 6, the pool then becomes you can fight 2 slimes, 2 thieves, or a slime and a thief together. As well as the original encounters of just 1 slime, 1 thief, etc, etc. So in other words, the higher you level up, the more difficult the enemies around you get. So keep that in mind when you level up. Anyways, we're also going to focus on another thing while we're out here, and it's getting potion material. Now, you can't buy healing potions. Okay, that's somewhat why you can buy healing potions, but the easiest way to get them is just, grabbing material for them. In order to craft healing potions, you need an item dropped by slimes and these ever thistles you find all around the starting area. These are gonna be hella helpful for you. Alright, so real quick, let me explain the combat system. So, as you saw there, when the enemy attacked me, the enemy always attacks first, you saw a little bar appear. Now basically that bar determines whether you can block, dodge, or just get hit with the full attack. I'm gonna let that happen again, but basically, what each color means is gray means you get hit by the full attack, red means you block attack, and yellow means you dodge the attack. Now speed of the bar, your white bar, can change depending on your level, and how big the red and yellow bars are get bigger depending on what your agility stat is. So in other words, if you have a cranked agility stat, you have a better chance of dodging and blocking attacks. Yeah. We don't have any skills, so we're just going to use this 0 skill right here. It wastes no energy. And we get 10 gold. And also for winning a battle, we get essence. So anyways, as I was saying, the king slime that spawns over here, don't worry, you will never get into a fight with him unless you have the quest. So as you see right there, he's right there. He's in a glitched fight right now. So that just means somebody else fought him and he got glitched. They probably left the game or the people died fighting him. Either or. But yeah, the only way you can fight him is if you get the King Slime quest from this village right here. There's a quest board where you can grab quests, and quests give you money experience. Yeah. Anyway, here's our slime. Also, keep in mind, in the combat system, there's certain attacks that can't be blocked or can't be dodged. So in other words, you can only block them or you can only dodge them, but that just depends on what enemy you're fighting. So for example, the thief has a move called Steal. It deals no damage, but if you dodge it, he will steal nothing from you. Don't worry if he does steal stuff from you though, because as soon as the battle's over, also as you saw there, enemy slimes can dodge your attacks, or all enemies can dodge or block your attacks. So keep that in mind when fighting them. And there we go, that's the item we need for a health potion, so we will make a health potion later now. Sweet. So yeah, these are just really nice to encounter early game, because in order to get your weapon, all you need, or your first weapon, is just 50 gold. And the first quest you complete actually gives you 30 gold, so if you just kill 2 thieves, 3 slimes, bada bing bada boom, you have everything you need in order to get your first weapon. And keep in mind, you can get any weapon you want. It doesn't matter, any weapon you want. Just as soon as you get your class, you might want to stick to that weapon, because there's a passive ability you get, which basically makes it so you deal more damage with that weapon. By the way, if you want to check your skills, you can just go here. And it tells you, like, base damage, information about the stat, etc., etc., except for passives. Sadly, in order to view your passives, you have to rejoin the game. Nothing that can be done about it, sadly. It's just something you have to deal with. As for moves, on the other hand, in order to view your moves, all you gotta do is just enter a battle, and you will be able to see your moves in the attack menu, and basically hover over them, see what they do. And then after the battle, you'll be able to see your skills and whatnot in, well, skills. Also in skills, you can see a lot of other stats, like how much physical damage you can do, ranged damage, your strength, speed, arcane, etc., etc. All these stats. I'll cover these later on what each one does. I already covered speed a little bit, and strength and arcane should be obvious, but anyways, I digress. Anyways, back in the center of spawn, right as you spawn in, there's that guy, you can get the quest stats, and then over here is where we can get our weapon. So people just look at this, see this door, and it's like, how do I enter? How do I enter? How do I enter this building? Honestly, I've only seen that happen once or twice, but where you actually go is just up these stairs to the right, and you enter the weapon shop. There's actually quite a variety of weapons, but for this tutorial specifically, I'm gonna go for the weapon I always go, which is the Fair Spear. And also the weapon auto-equip, so, you know, that's nice. Anyways, we're just gonna check if we can turn our quest real quick. Yeah, we can't turn our quest yet, so we have to go back out there and kill one more slime. Anyways, we killed our 3rd slime, so let's go turn that quest, and you'll see why that quest was important in a second. Anyways, let's talk to you. Hi, I think I killed all the slimes. So you have. I'll teach you an old technique of mine that might help you out. And take some gold as well. And we got 50 gold. So we learned a new skill called Daze and an abhorrent elixir from him. Now these elixirs are nice because they drive away monsters, so it's nice to have in some areas, especially areas that have like strong monsters you're not ready to deal with, but you still need to go through to get something, like maybe your super class, or just your class in general. Anyways, you may notice we're still level 1, we haven't gained a level yet. What is up with that? Well, that's where these mats come in. So you see these mats? You may notice when I'm over them, we get the meditate button. So we press M and sit here for a little bit, we will enter a new area. And I probably should have mentioned this in the beginning, because these areas are pretty helpful. Because over here we have 2 NPCs we can interact with. There's a 3rd one over there, but like I don't interact with them because they cost Robux, and you know, I'm a cheapskate. Anyways, over here is an eye where we can interlink. Basically, this is our skill tree in a sense. It's not a massive skill tree. All these do is like for all of our lives. Like you notice this is a new character and you notice like I have some notches unlocked already. But basically when you first come in the game, you have 3 soul points. Now I do not suggest at all you dump all of your stats in here like I did because I was an idiot. I suggest you only put 1 in for essence gain so you can level up a bit faster. And then for the other 2, 1 second. For the other 2, this one gives health. This one gives health, sorry. Health and regeneration after battles. So if you want to go for that route, you know, recover more HP after you get done with a fight, you have that going for you. Or you can just go pure attack base. So level up your physical strength, your magic strength, or crit chance. Again, entirely up to you what you want to go for. Anyways, now we have that onto actually leveling up. So once you have enough essence, basically this is like level up points, in a sense, or level up currency. You need to have enough of this in order to actually level up. So we talked to this glowing orb right here, and they'll ask you, hey, would you like to seek the light, or see the light? And if you click this option, it'll take this much essence from you in exchange for a level up. It would make more sense if, like, in this like text thing they showed like a little blue fire and minus, or minus and the blue fire, so like it made more sense, like, hey, this is how I level up, but you know, we learn. Because I thought I had to be level 21 to do this when I first played. Anyways, we show them the light, they take our essence away, and we level up. And this is the level up thing. Yep, this is it. So basically, here's what everything does. Strength, physical damage, that's pretty obvious. The more you have in strength, the more damage you do with physical strength and physical skills. Arcane, that's also pretty obvious. The more damage you deal with your magic and ranged attacks. Endurance is really nice. Like, this set is really nice. You know, pump sets in there every now and again just so you can have actual health. Again, speed helps with your dodge windows and just movement speed in the overworld so you can start moving faster. And then luck increases the drop rate of, well, pretty much everything. So that could be blueprints, that could be scrolls that give you skills. You can only gain skills once you have your first class. But don't worry, your first class is very easy to get. All you have to do is talk to your respective trainer and give them 50 gold. Anyways. So, I'm just going to dump stats into pretty much anything except Arcane, since I'm not going for a magic base build right now. Not going a magic base class at all. And we can get all the way to level 4. The problem with that is we still need 1 more level in order to get to level 5. Luckily, this gives us some time to level up a bit further and get more things, so we'll just dump stat like that. Yep, there we go. Anyways, if you want to figure out how to leave here, don't worry, you don't have to do anything random like reset. Keep in mind, you're meditating in the real world, so... excuse me? So all you have to do in order to leave this area is just press M again. Whoop. There we go. And here we are, back in the real world. So, anyways, again, in order to get your first class, you need to be level 5. Now, usually there's quests here at the quest board you can do in order to get gold and stuff faster. Basically, they say like, oh, go kill slimes, or oh, go kill thieves, and whatever. But, yeah. There's also other things we can do to upgrade our stats. So remember, this guy said go kill 3 slimes. There's other NPCs you can talk to here. Such as this one. This is another beginner quest. We're gonna do this real quick since, you know, we're just starting the game. Basically, he's saying, hey, can you help me? Basically, I was supposed to get a potion for my class, but I don't know how to do it, etc., etc. And you can do 2 things here, and this introduces the morality system. Now, the morality system isn't that in-depth right now, but basically, all it does is it chooses whether you want to go the dark path or the light path for your specific class. So, for example, if I go the dark path, I get the impaler thing for my spear. Meanwhile, if I go the light path, I get the saint class. Basically, just going evil or good determines what class you get. So, since I'm going impaler, or actually, real quick, let me show you how to craft an actual health potion, which is actually pretty simple, because all you need to do is grab that Everthistle you've been grabbing everywhere, and mix it with a slime chunk. Click the stick, and you get a small healing potion. Anyways, Everthistle Slime Chunk, do it again. We have 2 healing potions we have now. Also, as for blueprints, I should have mentioned this earlier, just click and they'll get added to your blacksmith. Anyways, we talk to this guy and we have to hold the potion we want to give him. Remember, small healing potions give good, this one gives bad. I want bad rep right now, so here, take this. And he even still gives Scold, so you know, that's nice. So we can get 2 skills from our guy. Anyways, we still need to level up, so let's go look around for some things to kill. Anyways, we're going to go to my spear trainer and get my first class, or base class. Base class determines your super class and ultra class picks. Anyways, hi, hello, I'm level 5. I want to learn how to use a spear. Good choice, let's get started then. Now, we don't get a skill from this, but we do get Swift Fire, which it's pretty nice. Basically, whenever I dodge an attack, I get a speed boost, which is nice because during battles you are going to learn to dodge a lot of attacks. So, this is a nice thing to have, honestly. Anyways, gonna learn another skill, and we have learned Serpent Strike, which is, again, a really nice skill. There we go, that's a lot better, I hope. I think. Yeah, that's a lot better. Anyways, we're going to learn about new attacks now. Now remember, some attacks require energy, but the means to actually land attack is a little different. So we are going to learn with my first class ability. As soon as the slime gets its turn. There we go. Alright, anyways, if we go to fight, you may notice I have 2 new skills. Daze, which we got from him, and Serpent Strike. Now we're just going to use this because it costs 0 energy and I'll get another energy on my next turn. He dodged. Cool. Anyways, as soon as I press this, just like Strike, it'll immediately activate and also give our enemy a debuff, which is really nice. Now you may be thinking, oh well that's pretty easy, so this must be a pretty simple RPG. Here's where the difficulty comes in. If you have a class thing or certain abilities, sometimes they require you to do a quick time event in order to cast them. For example, with spears, you need to do this. It's a pretty simple thing. I don't know, I honestly don't know what happened there. But yeah, it's a pretty simple thing. Basically, if you just miss 2 orbs or miss your last orb, the attack will not connect. I'll show you with the next fight. Also, if you've collected scrolls and have not been able to use them, that's because you didn't have your class yet. As soon as you get your class, you're able to use scrolls and learn their abilities. So for example, I have learned a Steel Body. You won't be able to see here, sadly, but as soon, and I mean as soon as we get into a fight, you'll be able to see I have the skill, I'm able to use it. So yeah, again, that's how casting works. Every single class is a different type of casting, and you can just as easily fuck it up. So like, with the Thieves, when they try to stab, sometimes they won't be able to do it, and with Serpent Strike, if I miss, like, if I hit all of them, and then let's say I miss like 2, right? I miss 2, unable to cast it, it misses. So, again, go into some fights, practice against some enemies, learn how your class thing works. It should be pretty simple and easy to understand. Jesus Christ, this thief does not want to get hit. Learn the game, learn the things, and use these tips I've used to hopefully help you get better. Anyways, that's it for this tutorial. If you want to see more Arcane Lineage content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share the video around, and maybe leave a comment. You know, help me with that algorithm, help me get my name out there a little bit. Because seriously, all that stuff really helps out small content creators like me get my name out there, and helps me support my friends and other people who I think are too small. Anyways, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, hope this tutorial was helpful, and I will see you all later. Peace.